So Jacqueline and I are sitting here watching the train go by, and she's commenting on how nice the graffiti is, how like beautiful it is, and how talented these people must be. And she's wondering where they get all the time. And then I said, you know what? When the train goes by, we can just gang shop. As they go by, oh, that looks like a nice one. Oh, look at that one. That one's beautiful.
I want to join the Garfield gang then, because that was the one that was really cute, and I don't even know what it said, but it had Garfield, and they did such a good job.
I'm only joining the gang that has snack night. Like Wednesdays is snack night, and you can go in for the meetings, and they have like pretzels and lemonade and things like that.
Well, that would be the Garfield gang, because Garfield likes to eat a lot, so.
And nap.
And nap. There you go.
We'd love to go raise mayhem, but we have to nap. We've got to get a quick snooze in before we can head on out. We're totally gonna get ourselves in trouble now. This is good. Boy, this is too much time on our hands.
It's been a long, long time coming. It's been a long, long, long time. It's been a long, long time coming. It's been a long, long, long time.
Well, this is kind of cool. Today, our good friend Pastor Paul Marzon from Minnesota, Lakeville, Minnesota, just south of Minneapolis, is coming out to visit us. He's driving all the way from Phoenix, or riding all the way from Phoenix on a borrowed Harley Davidson. I'm gonna go out to the road and meet him so he doesn't cut in early, because I just gave him a pin and he's never been here, and I don't want him to cut through these washes and get, you know, dump it. Paul is actually the pastor who married Jacqueline and I in our living room on Christmas Eve 2017. He and his amazing wife Deb, who's also a pastor, came out on Christmas Eve to marry us when they had so much stuff going on with the church and family and all that. So we have a strong place in our heart for them, and I'm very excited to see them, but I got to get going because I don't want to miss him, and I don't want him to, like I said, go down the wrong road. So I got to go. I was waiting out by the road, and apparently he was in a car, not a bike. I assumed the whole time he was going to be on a motorcycle, so I sat out there waiting for a motorcycle, and he drove right by me, and I didn't even see him. I was just telling our viewers that only a newbie drives his convertible out into the desert. How are you?
Absolutely. It's either that or my Harley.
Yeah, I think you made the right choice. You drove right by me. That's funny. I didn't want him to drive through these washes. That was the big thing. We've seen people get stuck in them. And like, so for our pop-up, we have to be very clear where to turn so that we don't end up having to pull a rig out of the wash. And you guys are out here at AGM. You gotta be really, really careful to stay on the main roads and don't try to save 2 seconds by crossing the washes, because that's gonna get you in a big pickle. We've seen it numerous times, and it's an expensive little deal if you're not able to get out. So be careful when you come out here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, you came all the way out here to see us? Of course. That's so nice.
Hey, when I'm this close, I gotta stop by.
What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I can see us camping here next year with you. I can see that.
Yeah? That would be fun. We'd love to have you.
So we're gonna do a little hike today. Pastor Paul, who's in town, well, in desert, in this situation, wants to do some hiking. He was a counselor at a summer camp that I used to go to as a kid, and then the same summer camp, Star Lake Wilderness Camp, that we did the fundraiser for. He was also the manager, and so he was a little bit older than me, so it was fun to hang out with the cool kids. He was one of the cool kids. So now we're just gonna do a hike. It's weird how life comes around and around, and now he's sitting in our RV hanging out with us in Yuma, Arizona, and he's like, let's go hiking. And I'm like, okay, let's go hiking. So we're gonna go hiking, and you're gonna go hiking too. So put your boots on.
Like how you got a routine?
Our routine is that Dave walks in front of me all the time. He'll just like cut me off and start walking right in front of me.
That's a good routine.
So
I like
I'm
that.
always like, Dave.
Hey, let's, if we can, leave some room for Jesus.
Oh, yes.
All right, if you guys know what this is, put it in the comments. We'd love to know. Because Paul just sniffed in there, and he's probably going to be dead in 2 hours. It does have a Grateful Dead sticker on it, so who knows what's down in there. Old deadheads never die. They just go to the desert, to the pole.
It's a good name, isn't it?
It is.
Jacqueline.
So we were way across the valley and we saw this thing up there. We're like, what is that? It looks like a little statue or something. And we came over and came over and came over. It's one of those deals where you're hiking and hiking. You think you're almost there. And you come up over the next mountain and you're thinking it's still way out there. So I got closer and I looked at it and I said, that's a mailbox. Honey, the flag's up. Go see if there's mail. See if it's a Christmas card. Because I didn't get one this year. Might be a Christmas card. It's worth a shot. So apparently there's stuff inside. We're pretty high up here. I get a little freaked out, but I might have to climb up there and take one for the team. Yeah, here I go.
So we found a bunch of stuff in there. I guess what I'm thinking is that they just want you to be able to see who's been here before you, and you can take something if you want. But we're gonna leave some stickers here. So maybe some people will take them, or at least they will know that the border hookups have been here.
Hey everybody, welcome to another RV Life Tip of the Week with Dave. Now somebody once told me that you always put cones around your rig to make sure nobody runs into your slide, especially when you're in parking lots. And you want to make sure you mark off your area so nobody runs into your stuff. So always put cones around your stuff so that you can make sure nobody runs into your rig. And make sure you check out the 25% off Trip Wizard in the description. Take care, you guys.
Hey babe,
I'm watching the Matlock Marathon.
what are those?
What do you got?
What are the things called on our jacks?
Snap pads?
Snap pads.
Wow. Sound it out and clap it out. Snap pads. Snap pads. Snap pads. Snap pads. Snap pads.
So we put these on the other day when we came here. It was fairly easy to get them on, and now they stay on. So that's the difference between the Anderson blocks that we had before. We had to take those off and store them in the bed of our truck. But with these, they just stay on apparently the entire way. But here we go. Should be good. We are going to try out these snap pads and get those put on. When do you want to talk about snap pads?
I always want to talk about snap pads. That's all I want to talk about from now on is snap pads. It's just fun to say. Snap pads. Snap pads. What are you going to do? Snap pads.
Okay, so I watched a couple of videos and they had a few different things that they said in them. So I went directly to the RV Snap Pads website. And that's where I found that you should first wipe off all the dust and dirt. And then the second step is you're supposed to take some dish soap and put it around the edges. So we're gonna do that afterwards. Don't use any lubricants like WD-40 and stuff like that. I saw a video where somebody did that and they specifically said on the website to not do that. So we're gonna get these close and I'm going to manually start to lower the front jacks and then we'll adjust. So we were able to get the snap pads to go on. It was pretty painless. We would recommend that if you're using them though, you're in a flat place where your surface is flat, because that was one thing we ran into. We're boondockers. There's nothing we can really do. So they worked. Now we'll have to test them and see how stable they are when we're inside.
All right, you guys, here's the backstory with these snap pads. There's more to it than just getting snap pads. They reached out to us about a month ago and said, no strings attached, we want to send you snap pads. This happens a lot with YouTube channels. Normally when you get offers like that, they want a video and all that. And so what I did was we were at the Escapers Bash and they have their charity called CARE. I said to Snap Pads, I said, well, why don't we do this? Why don't you send us a set for our rig and then send 2 more sets and we'll auction them off for care while we're here. And they said, absolutely. They said, if we do that, we do want a video, which is fine. And so that's why we're doing this. And that's why we're giving a shout out to Snap Pads, because they sent us 3 sets, 1 for us, 2 for care. So thank you, Snap Pads. Full disclosure, they were free for us, and letting you guys know that. Hey guys, so in the end, what did we think of the Snap Pads?
Well, we didn't notice anything different. So we've always had something there. When we bought our rig, we bought it with the Anderson blocks.
Buckets.
Buckets, thank you.
You're
With the
welcome.
Anderson buckets. So we've always had those, and now we have Snap Pads, and it feels the same.
Right. So the biggest thing we noticed and that we like is we don't have to store the buckets, and we can just leave the Snap Pads on, so it's out of sight, out of mind. And as far as stability, they work great. We love them, and one of the biggest things we love about them is they stepped up to the plate for a great cause and donated. So that to me says a lot about a company.
Bottom line, we don't notice a difference between the Snap Pads and the Anderson blocks. However, the huge benefit of not having to take them off and store
Yeah.
them. Good.
Good.
Ready to roll. Welcome to another healthy living tip with Jacqueline. So today I want to talk about walking and about making that a priority. So research has shown that walking can lower your blood pressure, it can decrease your risk of depression, and it can increase survival rates from heart attacks. What you can do is you can start slowly. Make sure it's a safe place to walk. We're out here boondocking, so it's uneven, so I make sure that I have good shoes, and start out with a 5-minute warm up. That would be just to get your muscles loose, get you in the groove, and then walk briskly for about 10 minutes. Now, if you're having trouble, you're out of breath, maybe you're walking with someone, you can't hold a conversation, then it's time to slow down. After about 10 minutes of brisk walking, then what you can do is you can cool down. So a 5-minute cool down is all you need. And then after that, I recommend maybe 5-10 minutes of stretching. Each day, you can increase your brisk walking by about a minute. So you're gonna start out getting about 1,000 steps, work up to as many steps as you can do, and you will feel better. And here's a client transformation. Just remember, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. And if you want more information on my healthy living program, go ahead and email me at theborderhookups@gmail.com. And that's been another healthy living tip with Jacqueline.
All right, you guys, today we're taking off from American Girl Mine. We've been saying that a lot. This year has been a different year for us. Last year, we put on so many miles crisscrossing Arizona, California, New Mexico, back forth, Texas, and we burned. To be honest with you guys, we burned out on our way back from the East Coast this year. We were almost in tears just thinking, we're tired, we're hot, we're exhausted, we're not getting our work done, we're not able to find time to actually do what we need to do as far as editing and Jacqueline's health coaching business. And so this year we slowed way down, so we're kind of crisscrossing Arizona a little bit more. With that said, we're leaving today and we're going up to Quartzsite and we're playing the Grand Design Rally out there again. We've played it the last 2 years. Last year was kind of a wash because it was literally a wash. It rained and it rained and it rained and the wind was up. This year looks a lot better. So we're really excited for that. We have some friends up there we're meeting, and then after that we're spinning around and coming back right to where we're sitting right now for the pop-up concert, the AGM 2024 pop-up. So we're really excited about that. We got to get out of here. We looked at our calendar. We have to sing the national anthem tomorrow at noon. So we said, I don't think we can show up on Thursday because we have to be ready to go at noon, and we're not going to move on the same day that we have an event because that's too nerve-wracking if something happens. We don't want to be late. So anyway, that was a super long explanation about what we're doing. And that's it's all good. We're getting out of here. We have friends that are staying here and are waiting for us to come back, so it's good. Community, community, community.
All right, we've arrived. We are at the Grand Design Rally. We are out in Quartzsite, and we know a bunch of people here. It's like a family. So you might have a Grand Design, you might go to these rallies as well, or you know, sometimes for different brands of RVs, you might have your own rally. And if you've never heard of that, look it up and find out, because it's really fun to meet other people that have the same kind of RV as you do. So we're gonna settle in, make some dinner, and probably go out by a campfire. It's gonna be fun. Okay, I asked you to be in on this because there's quite a mess inside because we went over some bumps. What did you say? It was the bridge decks?
It's always the bridge decks.
Yeah.
It's when you come down and it launches and it like a slingshot, and that's what throws it up in the air. It's not even the, like if you're on a rough road for a long time, that's a big deal, but it's the little bumps that don't get you. It's those bridge decks that launch everything.
And so we have a fan that was knocked over, some pillows and stuff. No big deal on those things, but there's something very, very important that got knocked off of its hook. And you see it now, don't you?
You best not be fooling.
Look at this. It's, look.
The handle broke off. I had it taped on. This has been in my family for centuries. My great, great, great grandfather was a shoe cobbler.
What is it?
Back during the Civil War, and it's a shoehorn. And this is what I put my shoes on, because I take them off when we go on the rig all the time, because you don't want to bring dust in. You got a drone flying around.
Yeah.
And it broke, so I had to tape it. And then this came off, so it's probably still hanging there. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, are you sad?
I gotta retape it.
Oh.
We're good. We have duct tape.
If Dave had the shoes I have, my Kizik's, my slip-on, slip-offs, he would not have to worry about having this giant shoehorn. Really? Really? And my hands are full too. You know where this is going now.
Do I need to make an appointment?
Look, you can't even speak now because you're so scared.
I'm a little scared. Yeesh.
So much for the shoehorn.
All right, we're getting set up for the concert. Nathan came over and helped us get going. Jacqueline's on social media, but this is what it looks like. This is what we're doing. Look at that. Got our RV Life sign up, which is really cool. They're big supporters of ours, and they make it possible for us to be out here on the road and doing our stuff. So look at that, the Grand Design Quartzsite Rally 2024. Look at all those chairs. Those are gonna probably double or triple by the time we start, hopefully. And how do we power a show? Right here. Set the generator behind the stage.
Southbound to Tucson, via Tennessee. Our country desert air as far as I can breathe. Beyond till sunrise, act naturally. Time to waste into his chasing one hell of a head dog in me. Move to the pedal, boots to the knees, boots in the bunkhouse. What happens there dies with me. 3 days to regret, 28 degrees. Save yourself, pace yourselves. Wear shots and aces on your sleeve. Southbound to Tucson.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please remember to ding that bell so we can let all of you know, each and every one of you, as to when we have more episodes coming out.
If you liked what you saw in this video, please give us a thumbs up and actually place a comment in the description. Where do you place the comment? Place a comment.
Just leave something.
We enjoy reading all the comments, and we hope to see you out here.
See you guys out here.
All right, everybody throw their arms in the air and pretend like you're having fun. All right, that's enough. That's enough.